Hi, everybody. Welcome back for another episode of Coffee and Conversation. This is our first episode of the fall semester of 2020. We're excited to have you join us today. My name is Tierza Watts, and I'm the Director of Student Life and Campus Community. Joining me today is Kelsi Miles, our coordinator of the PAL program. So Kelsi, why don't you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about how you ended up at CU Denver and what's your history and connection?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much for having me on the show.
That's right. Coffee and Conversation.
Honored. But thinking about my background, so I started at CU Denver as a first year out-of-state first gen student 10 years ago.
Wow.
So at CU Denver, I know, 10 years ago. I can't even believe it. So it's been so much fun, but doing my undergrad there and working at so many different offices on campus, I obviously love CU Denver, and that's why I work here now, but I was so lucky to graduate from CU Denver in 2015 with my bachelor's in geography. So geography majors, hit me up.
Yeah. So tell me about being a first generation college student. What was the best part about being to college, coming to college, and what was the most difficult part?
So I think the best part was I made all the rules. I didn't know what was out there. So I think when I came to CU Denver and saw the opportunities, I was grabbing at them. So it made sense that, I had 4 jobs in one semester at one time, just bouncing around campus because I wanted that opportunity and I wanted that experience. And CU Denver allowed me to have that. The hardest part, though, was not knowing the rules.
Yes.
So it goes both ways, right? Making up the rules as you go and trying to figure out, there's some deadlines. Like I cannot drop this class or withdraw at this point. Okay. So some of those hard academic lessons I absolutely learned as a first gen student.
That's good to know. And you probably over time, slowly but surely learned about all the campus resources that were there to help you, and which is why we want to talk to you today.
It's so true. Campus resources were huge to me as a student. And luckily, my friends, when I was a first year student, dragged me to resources, even though I wasn't sure what I was doing. And I'm really glad they did.
Awesome. So let's segue. Let's talk a little bit about your program. So what is a PAL?
Yeah, great question. We hear that acronym all the time around campus because we like to throw acronyms around, but thinking about PAL, PAL stands for the Peer Advocate Leader Program. And really what PALs are, there's 35 of them this year. And what they're doing is they're serving as peer mentors in first year experience classes. So our first year students, and we do have some transfer sections as well, are able to sit in class, get some knowledge around not only CU Denver and the campus community and campus life and what does it mean, right, to be a Lynx, and they get to learn some really, really awesome academic material as well that can fulfill some credits, which is kind of a win-win. So not only are they building that relationship with their PAL, they get to build that relationship with their faculty, but thinking about being a PAL. So you have that one piece of serving in the first year experience class, serving as that peer mentor, which is amazing. And also PAL does some programming too. So here in fall 2020, having some professor time with some pizza over Zoom. We are doing some trivia nights with SGA. So shout out to SGA who lets us collect.
Yep, they're part of
that's next week. I know. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you, Student Life, for always being so good to PAL. And thinking about other things that PALs do, obviously we serve in first year experience classes and we want to serve the larger community as well. Any student who wants or thinks they would benefit from a mentor can absolutely use our services.
Wonderful. So let's talk about that. Who can use a PAL? Because, if I were to just go with what you just shared, it's only people in FYE classes.
Yeah.
Tell me more.
Absolutely. So it's kind of new, but we have some new things going on. So if folks want to pop in for maybe just having another peer to bounce ideas off of and to get that, they can actually pop in to our virtual front desk this fall. It runs Monday through Thursday, 12 to 4. And so students can come in for that quick drop-in sort of session. It doesn't have to be a first-year student, doesn't have to be a transfer student. If you, and the collective you, want to come and talk to another peer, come on in. We're here for that. And for students who are out there going, no, I actually want a mentorship relationship for accountability.
Yeah.
What's up with accountability? Mentorship, it's real. So if folks are looking for that, they can email us at peeradvocateleaders@ucdenver.edu. and we can absolutely arrange that.
That's awesome. So folks, I'll put that email address actually in the show notes for this video so that you can find that email address. So is there anything else new going on with the PAL program this year?
Yes, there is. So on Tuesdays at 2, it started this week, which was the first week of school, but then into next week and even throughout the semester, Tuesdays at 2, we have what we call our Level Up Tech series. So look, we all pretend we're good at tech until the time comes, right? And then we have to be the one that leads it, and it feels a little overwhelming and stressful. So
Yeah.
whether it's Outlook or your calendar or even Zoom etiquette, we are really, and even like Microsoft Teams, everyone, you have access to Microsoft Word and Excel through Microsoft Office 365. So we're really trying to get the word out, Tierza, around the free technology that students have access to and how to use it.
I would also add, students, if you didn't know it, you can download the Microsoft Suite for free from the OIT website. So do take advantage of free software. It costs hundreds of dollars when you have to buy it separately. So if you happen to have a newer laptop or you have an old version of Word, you can download the latest version. And Kelsi, I loved when you mentioned the calendar. I think a lot of incoming students who haven't used a calendar program will learn quickly that faculty and staff use the calendar program to meet with students. Do you guys work in Navigate as kind of a side question? Because I know that in Navigate, students can make appointments. Will you guys cover Navigate with them?
You know, we are not diving into Navigate at this moment. Myself, like I have access to that, but I want to move in that direction so we can schedule appointments on Navigate.
Okay. Well, students watching this video, I would share with you that Student Life will be doing scheduling of appointments through Navigate, and you get to that through your single student sign-on. Once you're into your portal, there is a square on the upper right that says make an appointment. And when I first saw that, I'm like, well, who am I making an appointment with? When you click it, you actually get a drop-down menu with all the offices that do schedule. So while it sounds like the PAL program isn't using that yet, Student Life will be entering that foray, and we'll be good to go in a couple weeks, and you can schedule appointments with us. So, you know, I know that as first year and transfer students are in those FYE classes and they meet a PAL, often they're like, oh my God, this is a really cool job. I love my PAL. I would like to be one. How can people apply to be a PAL, and kind of what time of year does that happen?
That is a great question, Tierza. So we open our applications the first day of every spring semester. Okay. So this year it's going to be, I believe,
end of January-ish.
I want to say it's the 19th. It's right after MLK Day. So that very first day in January 2021 on MyLinks is where we are going to host that application. So that's right, MyLinks, y'all. Get on it if you haven't, because it's super useful. We are going to blast it on there. We just want to make this position as as opening and as inclusive as we can. And for folks who are maybe watching this video going, I've never been a mentor, like, do I have the skills that I need? The answer is, if you are passionate about helping others and want to do this, and maybe you don't know how, that's okay. I can train you. We can have these conversations and sit down so you can feel confident and build some of those career readiness competencies, not only with this position, but on-campus employment. So quick plug for on-campus employment. It's great. If you all are looking, there's still postings on Handshake, so keep looking. You can drop into our virtual front desk and we can help you navigate Handshake. And we're doing that in our tech series too. So
excellent.
Technology.
Well, I would also share, students, as you listen to this, if you're interested in being a PAL after you've met one, I would encourage you to participate in the Student Life LEAP program. So LEAP is Lead, Emerge, and Advance with Purpose. It's a short 11-week program that we'll be hosting on Zoom fall and spring. And you learn about the social change model of leadership. And the cool thing about these 11 sessions you participate in, you're going to take tons of inventories to become really self-aware. So you're going to learn about your leadership style, your conflict management style, what motivates me, what are my values, emotional intelligence. And so through that program, you become very self-aware, and you have information to share in a job interview, like an interview for the PAL program next spring. Yes. So we would encourage you again to look at LEAP, the LEAP program, and also put a link in the show notes for helping you navigate to find that program too. So kind of my last question before we get to a wrap-up question is, how can I stay connected with my pal after I'm done with the class? Or, my pal last year, like I missed them. How do I find my pal?
Yes, hashtag don't ever lose your pal. Hashtag hang with us forever. So thinking about hashtags, you can follow us on social media. So we are on Facebook at CU Denver Peer Advocate Leader Program, and our handle on Instagram is CU Denver Pal. So you can follow us either way. We check it all the time. We are happy to get you connected with whoever. We are just so excited that the fall has started, and we know things look different, but it feels a lot better knowing that you all are here for fall, and it's gonna still be a great time, and we wanna be connected with you in all the ways we can.
Awesome. So our closing question for our fall series of Coffee and Conversation videos this year, we're gonna use the same question as our closer. And I'm absolutely stealing this from another podcast that I listened to.
Yes.
But the question is, what right now is saving your life?
Plants.
Plants? Tell me about it.
Plants, okay. So I have this piece, Lily.
Oh.
I am obsessed with thrifting. If y'all want to get into thrifting, let's talk. The Nextdoor app is great. And mostly though, y'all, for my plants. So it's just like that living energy, if you will, greenery. I actually just got some palm trees yesterday.
Really?
5 feet tall for $10. So I'm just saying, y'all, there's some people out there that don't need some things that we want that are affordable. So long story short, though, thrifting on Nextdoor has been really cool for me. It's kind of saving my life, and the plants feel good.
Okay. So COVID and being stuck at home is bringing out the green thumb.
It is. And you know what's funny? I was sending pictures to like my family. They're like, who are you now? Like, this was never who you were. So new things. My plant babies are definitely saving me right now.
That's awesome. Thank you for joining me today.
You're so welcome. Anytime, Tierza. Anytime.
Thank you. I know. This is the third cup of coffee today, so that's why we have so much energy. Well, students, thanks for joining us again for an episode of Coffee and Conversations. The show notes in YouTube will have all those email and social media handles. We hope you'll stay connected to your PAL program if you're in it. In an FYE class. If you're not in an FYE class, please remember the Zoom drop-in hours. If you just need to talk to another student, hey, I have a random question, the PALs are the students to get in touch with. They will absolutely help you. And again, I'd like to make a plug for the LEAP program. Again, LEAP. The deadline is September 8th, and we're looking for students that want to participate in this 11-week program. And again, it'll set you up perfectly for any kind of job on campus, especially the PAL program.
Yes, I love it. Leap away, y'all. My little links. Have a great day and a great semester. We hope to see you soon.
Bye, Kelsi.
Bye.